Kernels. Then they will have to travel to Peoria to finish things off. They also have 3 other non-conference games, and I believe it's Lenox, Canton, and Brandon Valley are the other 3 games that they play yet before going into district play on March 7th and the 8th. Of course, the Kernels have their work cut out for them in this month of February. It's going to be extremely busy with games Fridays and Saturdays all throughout the entire month. We know number 1 rated Sioux Falls Lincoln coming in tomorrow night. Right now, our national anthem. Bobcats will be in their road red uniforms here tonight. Kernels in the home gold, of course. The Bobcats will use a lot of people in the ball game. They have done that right from the start of the season. And when Lynn Frederick talks about using his 10 people, he means he will use 10 people. That's what he has suited up. And they all usually get a chance to get in there and get a chance to play. It's very unusual if they do not. Starting lineups now, first of all, being introduced for the Bobcats. Let's run them down for you again. At one guard, number 23 is 5'10", a senior, Will Ellerbrook. At the other guard, number 21, 6'2", and a senior, Greg Endres. On the front line, at one forward, number 35, 6'4", junior Tim Aharts. At the other forward, number 25, 6'2", senior Jim Boer. And at center, number 53, 6'6", senior Pete Leiferman. Head coach Lynn Frederick, assistant coach Dave Holm. The Bobcats 13-0 on the year. Now the Mitchell Kernels. First of all, at a guard, number 10, 5'10", senior Tom Shields. At the other guard, number 22, 6'1", senior Darin Jacobsen. At one forward for the Kernels, number 14, 6-foot senior Alan Guneri. At the other forward, number 42, 6'3", and a senior Alan McEntee. And at center, number 30, 6'5", junior Scott Morgan. The head coach of the Kernels, Gary Munson, and assistant coach Bob Johnson. The Kernels 8-3 overall on the year. And again, as we told you earlier, Ron Clough and Dale Weber are 2 officials tonight, with Ron Clough filling in for the injured Colin Capitan. Brookings in the red, Kernels in the gold, and we're all set to go here this evening at a jam-packed Corn Palace.
Well, I think a couple keys for the Mitchell Kernels. One, do a great job on the defensive boards to allow Brookings not to have more than one shot at the basket. Look for Brookings to go right at Scotty Morgan down low to try to get him in foul trouble. And Scott Morgan has to play smart defensively here early, not to find himself in foul trouble like he did up in Pierre last week.
Well, and you know, Lynn Frederick talked about the fact that it's tough to play in the Corn Palace. A lot of emotion. The start of this ball game could be important. The Kernels get off to a good, quick start. That could make a big difference indeed. Get the Bobcats down. They haven't had that many close games. They've had a couple. They had to go to overtime against Yankton. But for the most part, they have been out in front early. Leiferman, 6'6", will jump against Morgan at 6'5". And we're ready to go. Number 3 against number 2, and we're going to jump it over again. The ball got a little bit too high, and Ron Clough will toss it up once again. And this time the tip is batted around. Going to go to the backcourt with the Kernels. Will control. Winds up in the hands of Darin Jacobsen. Brookings will open up man-to-man defensively. Jacobsen on the dribble out front, goes left side to Ganeri. Down to here in the corner. Now starts a drive inside of the lane. Slips the pass back off to Jacobsen. Inside of the lane again to McEntee, and he traveled with it as he turned to take the shot. Shuffled the feet a little bit. So the Kernels guilty of the turnover, their first time down the floor. Brookings will throw it in, and Mitchell's going to go with some full-court man-to-man pressure and be tough against Brookings. They got good speed. Boer brings the ball up on Jacobsen. Outstanding athlete, Jeff Boer, 6'2 senior. They go inside right away. Now the dish back out to Ellerbrook. His free throw line jumper, no good. Foul on the rebound. It'll go against the Bobcats.
Now foul's going to be called on Ahart, number 35, over the back. That time, Canary, Morgan, and McEntee all turn their back to box out their man on a jump shot by Ellerbrook. Good start that way.
Yeah, excellent call. You're right there. They had a perfect triangle formed around that basket underneath. Shields will now bring it up for the Kernels. Man-to-man both ways defensively. Shields right side for Jacobsen. On the wing, looking into the lane as they break through, trying to find Morgan. He's being covered. Now Jacobsen drives into the paint, tries the shot, blocked by Ahart. Ball comes loose in the corner. Jacobsen gets it back. Good defensive play. Jake will shoot it up. Three-pointers. Good. Jacobsen got it in the corner and banged it in from three. And the Kernels have the first points on the board.
Now Jacobsen's first three-pointer of the year.
Boer bringing it up to Ellerbrook left side. Now Leiferman gets it at the free throw line. Tried to start a drive on McEntee. Cut off. Leaves it back outside for Greg Andres. Andres right at the top. Looking for some help out there now. Leiferman comes out. Just gets the ball. Hands it right back to Andres. Being guarded by Ganeri. Now they lob inside. We're going to get a push against McEntee as they try to go into Leiferman. As I said, Allen's going to have a big chore for himself here tonight guarding Leiferman. He's 3 inches taller, maybe 4. They may cheat a little bit on that 6'6". He looks pretty big out there. First foul of the ball game against the Kernels. Brookings throws it in, and they're going to throw it away. They try to get the ball into Ahart. Went off his hands. Pass from Ellerbrook. And out of bounds. So the Kernels holding a 3-0 lead. 6.5 to go in the first quarter. Will bring it up into the front court. Jacobsen being hounded as he comes by Greg Andres and past the 10-second line to Shields. 17-footer is up short, tipped by Morgan, rolls out no good, and the rebound to the Bobcats. They want to run. Here's the outlet to Ellerbrook. Comes to the side of the lane, poked away by Shields, saved by Shields. Comes to Ganeri. 2-on-2. Ganeri will pull up with the jumper. Good.
Now Alan Ganeri, lots of confidence on the floor.
Good play by Tom Shields to knock that ball loose in the backcourt. Made the play. It's 5-0. The Kernels. Andres brings it up. Goes Boer. Now into Leiferman. The little turnaround falls for him and hung on the rim, went down.
That time, easy pass inside to Leiferman. They may want to front him to try to deny him the basketball.
Leiferman was really deep. He was right down next to the basket when he got that pass. Ganeri now on the right wing for the Kernels. Looking in for Morgan. They're double teaming on him if they can here. They're playing almost a zone inside and a man-to-man out front right now. Shields starts to drive up the middle. Slips it to McEntee. His shot no good, but he was fouled from behind apparently. It's going to go on Ahart's, and that will be the second foul on Tim Ahart's. McEntee actually was too far underneath the basket to get a good shot up, but Ahart's reached out and got him on the arm anyway.
Now the shot went up, and it went underneath all the way up into the basket. But Ahart's picks up his second personal foul, and now the bench comes into play early here as 2 substitutions.
We've got Jeff Spearing coming in. He will play at a forward spot for the Bobcats, and he plays a lot for them. And also in the backcourt, Jeff Holm has checked in at a guard spot as McEntee puts his free throw in, and it's now 6-2 Mitchell.
Well, prior to that, McEntee entering tonight's game 11 of 20 from the free throw line for 55%.
There's a second shot on the way off the back of the iron. No good. Rebound controlled by Boer underneath. 5:25 to go in the first quarter. Boer working out front. Pass left side. On the wing, guard Andres. Now to Leiferman free throw line. Back to Greg Andres, left side. Boer comes by to get it at the free throw line. Out to Holm. He'll fire it up from top of the key, and it rolls off the front. No good. Morgan there on the rebound. Scott's going to bring it up into the front court himself. Now stops as he crosses the timeline. Hands the ball off to Jacobsen. Kernels will set up the offense with a 4-point lead. Right side, Shields. Into Morgan. Triple team down there. Has to get it back outside to Shields again. Now underneath, McEntee's open. Nice pass from Shields. They're concentrating so much on Morgan. McEntee was left wide open. 8-2, Mitchell. And we've got a bump foul as Boer comes into the front court, left side. It's going to go against Jacobsen. Got him with a bump on the hip down there in the corner.
That's where Jacobsen has to be careful. A foul about 25 feet away from the basket, trying to go for the steal on Boer. He can't afford to do that very much.
Brookings passes it in. They try to go underneath, and it's off the hands of Boer and out of bounds.
That ball is tipped by Scotty Morgan, Tim, and then off the hands of Boer.
Tried to jam it through the lane. Boer was cutting it underneath the basket. Third turnover already here against the Bobcats in the first 3.5 minutes. And the Kernels lead 8-2. Holm falling down out front as Shields brought it up. Here's the alley-oop. Good to Morgan. Alley-oop pass underneath. Morgan didn't quite get it cleanly, but he had enough to get it to bounce on the rim and go through, and it's a 10-2 Mitchell lead. And Lynn Frederick may be thinking timeout here pretty quick. Andres inside, shot from the side of the lane by Spearing is short. Rebound again to Morgan. Leaves it for Jacobsen on the right side, and the Kernels could go up by 10 here with a basket. Halfway mark of quarter number 1. Jacobsen right side to Shields. Looking into the lane, starts a drive, gives it back to Jacobsen. 15-footer is on the way. High bounce off the rim, no good, but Morgan has the rebound out in the corner. To McEntee, the turnaround. That one won't go down. Morgan again on the rebound at the free throw line. He'll jump it up. That one short, no good. And finally, Leiferman controls it for Brookings. Good chances for Mitchell, and now the Bobcats throw it away. Boer with a bad pass into the front court. Intended for Holm, and he sailed it over his head, and we're going to get a timeout right here called by the Bobcats. The Kernels lead it 10-2, 3:45 to go in the first quarter, and we'll be back to the Corn Palace in a minute.
See Mike Hale, Larry Jones, Larry Fink in Mitchell, or Dwight Chamber in Plankinton with the Haley Districts, your modern Woodman agents.
Well, the Kernels with a basketball and an 10-2 lead here. 3:30 to go in quarter number 1. Brookings guilty of 4 turnovers. They are 1 of 4 from the field. Gennari, free throw line. Hits the jump shot. 4 points for Alan Gennari, and it's a 12-point Kernel advantage.
Well, Brookings appears to have come out a little flat.
Yes.
ESD champions.
Boer, right side. We'll leave it for Holm in the corner. Now to Leiferman. Free throw line jumper. He'll put that one in. Pete Leiferman is all 4 points for the Bobcats. Their 6'6" senior center. Jacobsen coming up into the front court. Man-to-man pressure. Goes to the free throw line, stops, back to Shields. Three-pointer is good. And the Kernels are banging them in. A 15-4 lead for Mitchell. 2:50 to go in the quarter. Greg Andres goes left side to Boer. Can't penetrate on Jacobsen. Jake's done a nice job defensively.
Didn't leave his feet.
Out front, Andres starts to penetrate on Gennari in the lane. Has to dish it back outside again to Holm. Now Leiferman, free throw line, forces a shot up, and it goes anyway. Off balance, he put it in off the glass from out near the free throw line. 15-6. Jacobsen again will bring it up against Andres. Both teams saying man-to-man all the way since the outset. Jacobsen for Shields, out front, left side. McEntee comes away from the basket to get the ball. Side of the lane, Gennari's open for a short one, and he gets it in.
Gennari getting the pick across the lane from Morgan and McEntee, and right now 3 for 3 in the game.
Kernels doing a good job of finding the open man. Boer bringing it up. Penetrates side of the lane on Jacobsen. We've got a foul as he goes up against McEntee. As he got around Darin Jacobsen, McEntee slid out to help out, and it was Allen who picks it up, and that'll be his second foul of the game. And we'll see Jeff Boer go to the free throw line. Substitution now. Brent Seaton will come into the ball game. Alan McEntee will go to the bench. Gets a nice round of applause from the fans. 2:02 to go, first quarter, and it is a 17-6 ball game in favor of Mitchell. A surprise by the spread, and I think a surprise by how many points the Kernels have been able to put on the board. The free throw good by Boer. That is his first point of the ball game. Makes it 17-7. Brent Seaton has been playing well the last couple of outings for the Kernels, averaging almost 5 points a game. Boer gets his second one to go down, and it's 17-8, exactly at the 2-minute mark. Jacobsen up the left side, wants to set a play, goes left side now on the wing to Seaton. Seaton looking in, lobs it down to Gennari, way down low at the blocks. Covered up, he's still going to go with the jumper, and he misses it this time. Forced that one a little bit, and here comes Brookings back with it. Andres on the left wing, goes to the baseline. Andres will try it, we get a collision there, and they're going to call a block on Alan Gennari. Andres forced his way along the baseline, but evidently Dale Weber felt that Alan Gennari just wasn't set down there, and it calls the block.
4th team foul against the Kernels. The Bobcats will be in the bonus from here on out until the end of the first half.
And they're not going to give him a shot on that one. They say it occurred on the drive, and I thought he was putting the ball to the basket. Right away, Brookings goes to Leiferman. He is going to be pushed before he takes the shot. This will go on Morgan, and there was no question about that one. As Leiferman got the ball, Morgan kind of tried to slide in behind to force him away from the basket a little bit.
You see early in the first quarter where the Bobcats, they front Scotty Morgan. They did not let him get that pass from the wing. Whereas for the Kernels defensively, they're allowing Leiferman to post up low. He's got 6 of the 8 points. Now he's got Morgan with his first foul.
Couple of new men in for Brookings as Leiferman puts the free throw up and good. He'll have another one coming. We have Amir Andrawas, number 43, 6'4" senior coming in, and also Paul Eberhard, number 33, a 5'10" senior. And Leiferman gets them both, so he's got 8 points already. And it's now a 7-point Mitchell lead at 17-10. A minute and a half to go in the quarter. Jacobsen to the free throw line. Left side, Seaton drives baseline, puts it up, no good. They battle for the rebound. It comes way out front, and the Kernels control. Shields starting to drive left side of the lane. Cut off down there, comes back out front to Morgan. Slips it to Ganeri, 16-footer right side. In and out, no good. Leiferman on the rebound. He's fouled by Seaton. So the Kernels getting into some foul difficulties and allowing the Bobcats to go to the line. And that was kind of the story of game one. Brookings did not have a good night shooting from the field. They're not having it here again tonight. However, they're getting some free throw opportunities. They have made 4 of 4 already from the line.
While the Mitchell Kernels had the big lead, 17-6. Might want to get back into more of their half-court offense.
Leiferman's free throw, no good, but Andrawas the rebound, back to Leiferman, and as he came in, he's going to get the offensive foul. He crashed in that time to Morgan as he went up the middle of the lane, and no argument from Leiferman. That'll be his first of the ball game.
Mike Jorgensen, Tim, will check in and replace Alan Ganeri with 1 minute and 10 seconds to go.
So the Kernels now have Jorgensen, Seaton, and Morgan on the front line. Jacobsen and Shields continue to run in the back court. Shields takes it left side into Morgan. He's inside of Leiferman, but Leiferman blocks him from behind. Now Jacobsen puts it up. That one's blocked by Leiferman. 2 in a row. Here comes the Bobcats back. Eberhard, free throw line. Boer puts it up. In and out, no good. Rebound controlled by Mitchell. Seaton has it. Outlet pass comes to Jacobsen. On the right side, has the ball knocked away from behind, but we're going to get a traveling call on the Bobcats, so it'll still be Mitchell's ball. But I'll tell you, that was excellent defense by Leiferman that last time down the floor.
Not too many people can block Scotty Morgan's jump shot from behind.
Sure. That's for sure. I thought Morgan was past him for the easy basket. Seaton, inbounds pass. The jumper is up and good. Brent Seaton with his first basket of the night. 30 seconds to go in the quarter. The Kernels lead by 9 at 19-10. Boer taking his time, bringing it up. Wants to set a play. They may go for one shot here. 22, 21 seconds. Doesn't look like they're holding on to it, though. Andrawas to Leiferman. Free throw line. Drives on Morgan. Puts it up on the run. No good. Gets his own rebound, and he's going to be bumped and fouled by Jacobsen at the side of the lane. Well, that's a second on Darin Jacobsen. And again, Brookings will go to the free throw line with 14 seconds to go in the quarter.
Now Monty Jacobsen, the sophomore, comes in to replace Tom Shields, and now Alan Ganeri has to come in for Jacobsen.
So Jacobsen's with 2 and McEntee is with 2. They are the only ones in difficulty here right now. Leiferman's free throw is good. 9 points for Leiferman. He's 3 of 4 from the free throw line. And Brookings back within 8 at 19-11. Second shot up, good again. So the Kernels will have the final shot, it looks like, here in the quarter. 11 seconds as Ganeri brings it up. Goes left side, Jorgensen, 8-7. Jorgensen to the free throw line. He's going to put up the shot from there, and good. With 3 seconds to go, the Bobcats throw it the length of the floor at the buzzer, no good. That's the end of the quarter. And the crowd loves it. A 9-point Mitchell lead. It's Mitchell 21. Brookings 12, and we'll be back in a minute. 7 players score already in this game. Brookings has gotten 9 of their 11 points out of one guy, Pete Leiferman. So he has been almost a one-man show for them offensively. 21-12 Mitchell, and Brookings has the ball to start out the quarter, and we're going to get a traveling call on Boer in the left-hand corner. And Steve, he again has not been much of a factor here so far.
They've done a great job out defensively on Jeff Boer, at least aware of his presence at all times on the floor.
We'll take a look at some stats here in just a moment as we can.
We've got a different combination now for the Kernels. Both Shields and Jacobsen on the bench.
Seaton from the top of the key. Brent Seaton coming off the bench and giving the Kernels 4 points. Jorgensen has given them a basket. So again, Kernels getting good play off their 6th and 7th men coming in here early in the game and a 9-point lead. Boer left side. Side of the lane. Turnaround is up and no good by Eberhard. And the rebound pulled out by the Kernels. Marty Jacobsen is there. I believe I said Eberhard. Should have been A-Harts. Took that last shot. Out front, Ganeri having trouble. Ball stolen away, and they stepped on the sideline out of bounds. The whistle is blowing. I don't think anybody can hear it. But the whistle is blowing out near half court. And a very good call by Ron Clough.
He was.
From our vantage point, you could see it. We're perfect. We're right on the sidelines. And Will Ellerbrook stole the ball, but indeed he did. Step on the black line there. So Ganeri will throw it back in. Comes to Jorgensen. They double team on him, and they steal the ball away. Well, the Kernels with some new people out front, as Steve said, and have a little trouble controlling the ball now. At the free throw line, Endres. Right side, Leiferman shot way short. Loose in the lane, and Seaton will finally control it. Seaton with a lob into the front court to Scott Morgan, almost over his head down in the corner. Morgan to Jorgensen, side of the lane. The turnaround no good. Seaton with a beautiful follow. Falling off balance under the basket. He kind of reached back, put it up and in. 6 points for Brent Seaton. And the Kernels' lead is 13, 25-12. Their biggest of the ball game. 6.5 to go in the first half. Brookings again inside to Leiferman. Goes up short with a turnaround. Rebound to Aharts at the side of the lane. He'll go up with it. That comes off the back of the rim, no good. Foul on the Bobcats on the rebound. It'll go on Boer. That'll be foul number 1 on Boer. And will be 1 short yet of the bonus. That's the 4th team foul on Brookings. So Mitchell will have the ball out of bounds in their backcourt, and we're going to get Tom Shields checking back into the guard spot.
Well, like the first game between these two ball clubs, Brookings 3 of 9 after 1 quarter, 33%. They're now 3 of 14 in the game. They've missed their last 8.
Cold shooting for the Bobcats. Seaton free throw line. The Ganeri on the right side. Wanted to get open, can't. Back to Seaton. He'll fire. He's got another one.
Now Brent Seaton appears to have his confidence tonight. 4 of 5 from the field.
And another timeout by Brookings. The Kernels right now are dominating this basketball game. In the second quarter, they lead at 27-12 over undefeated Brookings, and we'll be back in 1 minute. Well, the Bobcats appear to be a little bit down right now. A lot of hanging heads as they walk back out onto the court, down by 15 points. The Kernels are hot, putting them in. Brookings having trouble buying a basket. Leiferman, side of the lane, he'll fade away and put it in. He has been their one man. He's got 12 of their 14 points.
All the Mitchell fans, if they remember, they were up 30-17 over Aberdeen in the second quarter, and they got beat by 10.
That's right. Seaton again from the outside. How about one more? Oh, is he having himself a half? 5 of 6 from the field. 10 points for Brent Seaton. And they're going to keep giving him the ball. His fingertips are smoking right now. Brookings will go back inside. Aharts, left side of the lane, a little bit too hard. Following the rebound against the Bobcats. They say Leiferman pushed off underneath. That'll be foul number 2 on Leiferman, and this one will send the Kernels to the line, as that's the 15th foul on the Bobcats.
You know, Tim Lynn Frederick, the coach for Brookings, mentioned in the pregame that all the offensive players, Morgan and Jacobsen for Mitchell, Boer and Leiferman for Brookings, it really might come down to somebody else. And obviously, Brent Seaton must have heard him talking. Seaton on the air, just averaging 4 points a game, got 10 here in the first half.
Well, and he also said the bench was going to be an important factor, and boy, that's the way it's turned out to be. Morgan at the free throw line, puts it up, no good. Off the back of the rim, too hard. 29-14.
Morgan was the best free throw shooter in the ball club, 37 of 57 for 65% prior to that miss.
5 minutes to go in the first half. Bobcats with it. Boer, three-pointer, good from the right side. That's the first basket for Boer. He's got 5 points now.
Now, Coach Gary Munson now talking to Alan Ganeri not to come back and help once the ball goes inside, especially when you're guarding Boer. He sagged in, they popped it back out, and Boer got 3.
Well, he's a guy you don't want to start getting hot, that's for sure. Marty Jacobsen with it into the front court. Ganeri left side, Seaton in the corner. Thought about taking that three-pointer. Now lobs into Morgan, puts it up, and good. It's going to count. They called a block inside on Boer. And I'll tell you what happened there is that Boer did not give Morgan room to come down with the ball. Even though Morgan slammed into Boer underneath, he went airborne, and as he turned and put the ball to the basket, he landed actually on top of Boer. But you do have to give the offensive man the ability to come down with the basketball. So a good call underneath by Dale Weber. Boer gets his second foul. Morgan goes to the free throw line to complete a three-point play. It's up and no good again. So Scott has missed a couple. But it's a 31-17 lead for Mitchell. Boer left side. Out front, Jeff Holm with it. The guard in three-point range. Back to Boer on the wing. Bounce pass into Leiferman. Turns around on Morgan. Can't get off a shot. Goes to Holm. He'll put it up and in off the glass. Good job of dishing off inside that time by Leiferman, spotting the open man. Brookings putting on some full-court pressure. Marty Jacobsen comes right through it into the front court. Leaves it for Shields. Pass to Ganeri right side. And his shot is going to be blocked away. It goes out of bounds off of Boer's hands. Good defensive play by Jeff Boer, though. He got high in the air and just spanked that ball out of bounds.
Oh, at 6'2", Boer shows great jumping ability for a player his size.
Pass inbounds, foul on Boer. That's going to be his third as he banged into Alan Ganeri. That's trouble for the Bobcats.
You wonder why Jeff would make a play like that, knowing he's already got 2 personal fouls to pick up his third with over 4 minutes to go here in the first half.
Well, you make a guess. I would say it's frustration.
I agree.
Nothing seems to be going right for the Bobcats. And they're trying to do some things that maybe they're not capable of. Gunneri will put in the free throw. Allen with 7 points. It's a 32-19 lead.
Allen Gunneri, a 58% free throw shooter.
Second one rolls and goes. 33-19. We are halfway through the second quarter. And I guess we could say a pretty major upset in the making here tonight. Side of the lane, Aharts turns to the basket. Shields takes it away, but they're going to call a jump ball. It'll be Mitchell's basketball anyway. The arrow pointing in the direction of the Kernels. Good double team by Shields.
Well, you said it, Tim. Good collapse. Once the ball got inside to Aharts, Shields came down to double team, and he tied up Aharts. They have the basketball.
Brookings again going to put on a little full court pressure here. Shields in the backcourt. Working on home. Goes right by him to the free throw line. Shields will take the jumper. Good.
Now it just seems right now everything going Mitchell's way here in the first half.
Absolutely. 35-19 is the score. 3:50 on the clock. Home bringing it up against Shields. He'll go to the right-hand side. Marty Jacobsen switches there, picks him up. Now out front, shot on the way by Eberhard. Rolls off, no good. Rebound comes into Morgan's hands. He'll hold up. Drop it back for Shields, and Shields will take his time bringing it up.
We're so caught up in the game, Tim. Scott Hilly points out the Kernels have made 8 of their last 9 shots.
Seton, free throw line, 1 dribble, goes up with a shot, good, and he's fouled. It'll count. They're going to call it on Boer. Is going to be his 4th foul of the game on Jeff Boer. And Lynn Frederick maybe second-guessing himself there now, wishing that he had taken Jeff Boer out after he picked up that 3rd foul. He will definitely have to take him out now. In fact, he's got 2 new people coming in. Jeff Spearing will check back in, and they will also bring in Greg Endres. Timeout again. This is the 3rd timeout already called by the Bobcats as the Kernels lead 37-19. We'll be back in a minute.
Water damage restoration. At ServiceMaster of Mitchell, their people make the difference because their people care.
This is KMIT in Mitchell.
Well, Brent Seton will be at the free throw line to complete a 3-point play, and he does just that. 13 points now for Brent Seton in the first half of this ball game, and it's a 38-19 Mitchell lead. We'll talk about some shooting here in a moment as Brookings goes inside, and they will get a basket. Jeff Spearing scores his first bucket in the ball game, so it makes it 38-21. 3:05 on the clock to go in the second quarter. Shields pass into the lane to Gunneri and off his hands and out of bounds. At that last timeout, look at the difference in the shooting. Brookings was hit only 6 of 19, and Mitchell had made 16 of 28. So there's your difference in the ball game right there. 38-21 Mitchell. Bobcats with it. Home into Leiferman. Back out to Home left side. Returns to Leiferman. Double team goes up. Fouled by Morgan. Scotty, I think, got one hand on the ball, but the other one, I think, made some contact inside. That'll be foul number 2 on Morgan.
And Alan McEntee will check in for Scotty Morgan with 2:47 to go here in the first half.
Well, the Kernels have that luxury now with a big lead. They can afford to sit Scott Morgan down, where maybe Lynn Frederick was thinking when Boer got his 3rd, he couldn't really afford to take him out unless they'd get behind any further. Leiferman's free throw good. 13 points for Pete Leiferman.
You know, with Boer now on the sidelines, you might see the Kernels go to a zone defense to pack it inside against the likes of Leiferman and Spearing, who can really dominate an inside part of the game.
Leiferman making both free throws. It's 38-23. Shields, right-hand wing, going down to McEntee, and he can't hold on. Turnover. Here come the Bobcats. 2-on-1. Drive by Eberhard. Scores. Good move by Paul Eberhard. Seton tried to cut him off. Couldn't do it. And now we're going to get a foul in the backcourt, and it's going to go on Eberhard as he tried to slap the ball loose. So the Kernels will go back to the free throw line. 2:25 to go on the clock here in the first half.
Now, Kernels have to be careful. That time they've had 2 turnovers in a row, trying to force things just a little bit. Gary Munson, I'm sure, wanting the Kernels to run a little bit more of their half-court offense.
Seton with a free throw, good. Well, you're right there, because this could easily be cut down to maybe an 8 or 9 point lead at halftime. Brookings would be right back into the ball game. So this final 2 minutes is going to be important.
Well, the Kernels have really done this game as Seton makes both free throws. Darin Jacobsen has not even played here the entire second quarter.
Mitchell's lead is back to 15, and Seton has got a 15-point game going for himself already here tonight. Ball goes into Leiferman again. Triple team down at the side of the lane. Brings it outside to Holm. Now to Eberhardt, right-hand corner. Back to Holm out front. Three-pointers on the way. No good off the right side. Rebound loose in the corner. Eberhardt gets over there. Back to Holm. Another three-pointer. This time he's got it. 5 points for Holm, and it's 40-28. Seton into the front court. Double team on him, but he gets the ball back away to Shields. Brookings would have taken some chances defensively, trying to knock that ball loose. Shields to Guneri. Kernels need to be patient here. Guneri starts a drive, goes into the paint, shot blocked away by Leiferman. He'll just drop it behind him for Endres. Sure, Coach Gary Munson wants the Kernels to pass the ball around a little bit. We have got a equipment problem here for one of the Bobcats. Jeff Holm had his brace on his left knee come loose, and so we get an official's timeout. He'll go over to the bench. But really, Steve, the Kernels could be taking, 30, 40 seconds off the clock when they come down on offense. That's what they really want to do at this point.
Well, since that last timeout, the Bobcats have outscored the Kernels 9-3 to cut into the lead.
And now we've got some changes. Here comes Scott Morgan back in, and Darin Jacobsen will come back in. So the Kernels have gone back to their starting five now in there with a minute and a half to go before halftime and a 12-point lead. The Bobcats with the ball. Holm brings it up. Goes right side. Andres in the corner. He's going to take a three-pointer, and he'll drill that one. Well, they're heating up, and that'll bring them back in a hurry. It's a 9-point lead, but the Kernels get it to Morgan, and he'll lay it up and in.
Nice pass by Guneri to find Morgan.
Kernels got down the court really nicely. Two quick passes, bang, bang, and Morgan was there. It's 42-31, exactly the 1-minute mark. Kernels have gotten to a zone defense now. Out front, here's the three-pointer by Holm, no good. Rebound, Leiferman goes up with it. We got whistles as he did go up, and we're going to get a foul before he went with a shot. We're going to get a 1-and-1, and let's see if it went on Morgan inside. No, I think Guneri. Yeah, Alan Guneri will pick it up as he was helping out. That'll be the second foul on Guneri. So Morgan, McEntee, Guneri, and Jacobsen all have 2 fouls apiece. And here comes Jorgensen checking in, and Guneri will go to the bench with 55 seconds to go before halftime.
Bobcats here in the first half are 8 of 9 from the free throw line.
Leiferman with a free throw good. And despite the fact that Mitchell had such a big lead at one time, 38-19, this is going to turn into a heck of a ball game yet. Leiferman's second one also good. Big first half for Leiferman, 16 points. And now they're going to give Leiferman a rest. And he gets some high fives from the bench people. He has had a good first half.
Well, they've cut that 19-point lead, now down to 9 here in the last 3 minutes of the second quarter.
Andrawis has come in for Leiferman. Jorgensen, free throw line to Jacobsen out front. Now left-hand wing to Shields. Kernels might be wise to hold on to the ball, but they're not going to do it. Jacobsen down underneath the McEntee goes up, misses it. Jorgensen follows, no good. Morgan will tip it in. Big basket for Morgan. It's 44-33. 25 seconds to go, and it looks now like Brookings might go for the final shot. They are going to spread it out. I'm surprised Mitchell did not do that. Well, they had the ball.
Tom Shields came down the floor with one finger up. It could have been play number 1, but it looked like the last shot, but Brookings has it.
We're down to 10 now. Holm into the corner to Eberhardt. 7, 6. Holm back to Eberhardt. 4, 3. Out front. 2, 1. Here's a desperation shot. No good. And the buzzer is going to sound. That'll be the end of the first half. Brookings did not do a very good job as Endres had to throw up about a 25-footer. And the Mitchell Kernels hold an 11-point lead over undefeated Brookings as the teams go to the dressing room here at halftime. The score, Mitchell 44 and Brookings 33. A high-scoring action here. All the starters except for Shields have 2 apiece. Kernels will go with their starting lineup: Morgan, McEntee, Guneri, Jacobsen, and Shields. The Bobcats making one change. They've got Eberhardt in where he did not start the ball game. Holm, or I should say Boer, going right into Leiferman right away, and we're going to get another foul. This is going to be Alan McEntee as Leiferman turned to put the ball up from the side of the lane. So Mitchell really having trouble controlling the big guy here tonight. 16 points in the first half, and they're right back at the line here to start out quarter number 3. Puts it up and makes it. And Leiferman has missed the only free throw, I believe, for Brookings, but he has made 8 of 9 from the field, and he makes the next one, too. So he individually has made 9 of 10.
Well, it'll be an interesting couple of minutes here in the third quarter. Now the Bobcats have the lead under 10, down by 9.
On the left side, Gennari. Side of the lane to Morgan. He was open and he traveled. I think he was maybe surprised when he turned around. There was nobody there. They've been on him so tightly the whole game. He could have easily put up the shot from the side of the lane, but traveled with it. So Brookings can cut it to 7. Out front, Holm, the guard, goes on his right side. Eberhard. Now Leiferman breaks out. Back to Holm. Left-hand corner. Boer puts up the 15-footer. No good. Rebound. Battle forward underneath. Eberhard going to be fouled by Gennari from behind.
Now that time, McEntee and Morgan fighting with Leiferman underneath the boards. They knock the ball away from each other into the hands of Eberhard. Now he'll have a chance to shoot, too.
Well, and the Kernels pick up a couple of very quick fouls. So now McEntee and Gennari both playing with 3 apiece. Paul Eberhard at the free throw line. Eberhard, 5'10", a senior. Puts it up and no good. He had 1 basket back in the first half, so it's still 44-35. Closest Brookings has been in that second quarter was 9 points, as they are now. And they are still at 9, but Leiferman's going to get the rebound way out near the free throw line. He's tied up, jump ball, Kernel basketball. The miss came way out to near the free throw line. And Leiferman wrestling around there for the possession of the ball was tied up.
Now Gary Munson called McEntee and Morgan over, yelling at them to do a better job boxing out.
Shields left side to Morgan. Comes out to the top of the key with it. Now looking for some help. Just drops it out there for Gennari. Right side, Jacobsen starting a drive. Cut off at the free throw line. Brookings staying man-to-man. Shields, top of the key. Again to Jacobsen on his right side. Jacobsen wants to go up with the ball. Has it knocked away, but he gets it back. Now to Morgan. Free throw line jumper. Too hard. Morgan getting his own rebound. And blocked from behind. Gets it back again and scored. Well, Spearing reached in from behind. Nice block on Morgan, but the ball came right back to Scott. And he went up and scored on the short jumper.
I was just going to say that was a big possession for the Mitchell Kernels.
Up by 11 again. Jeff Holm with it. Leaves it for Eberhard. Top of the key. Now to Boer on the left-hand side. Bounce pass into Ahart. Ball knocked away from him, but he gets it right back. Boer again with it in the corner. And we're going to get a foul on Morgan as he went up in the air, left his feet. Just barely made contact, but a smart play in the corner by Boer as he kind of stuck out the hip a little bit and made Scott Morgan have contact. And that's the 3rd foul on Morgan. So all 3 frontliners with 3 fouls for the Kernels. Greg Endres is now checked back into the guard for Brookings. 3rd team foul on Mitchell. Brookings goes into Leiferman. The fadeaway, no good. Side of the lane. Rebound tapped around, and Shields gets it out front. Shields racing up the left-hand side. Pass into the lane to Jacobsen. Up and in. Good assist by Shields. Good shot by Jacobsen as he was off balance going in the lane.
Now Jacobsen after the Shields made the play on the pass, Jacobsen was running full force down the floor and a turnover.
Turnover against the Bobcats. Endres trying to get it to Holm in the corner, and they pass the ball behind him, and it sailed out of bounds. So the Kernels' lead is 13, and they will own the ball in their backcourt. 5:54 to go, third quarter.
Well, Brent Seaton now, who scored 16 points, comes in to replace Scott Morgan.
No on Morgan to pick up that 4th foul. Coach Gary Munson not happy talking to Scott Morgan on the bench. A little excited over there. Seaton, free throw line to Gennari. 18-footer, good. Just inside the 3-point line. So Gennari now with 10 points. Bobcats hustle it down the floor, but Boer can't get off his shot. Goes to Leiferman at the free throw line. Starts a drive. Ball knocked away. Jacobsen picks it up. 2-on-2. He gets it to Shields. Back to Jacobsen. Puts it up. He may have a goaltending there. I thought he was up in the net. Yep, that's going to be the call. The basket will count. Leiferman had his hand up in the net. So Jacobsen will get credit for the basket.
Now the play started by Shields, knocking the ball away from Leiferman out front. And boy, do those two guys play well together, Jacobsen and Shields.
Well, the Kernels have stretched it out now to a 17-point lead, and Morgan is back in the lineup now. McEntee has gone to the bench. Holm into the front court. Pass on the left-hand side. With it there, Eberhard. Now Leiferman comes way away out near the top of the key. Back to Eberhard. 3-pointer on the way, no good. Jacobsen there on the rebound. Darin will bring it up into the front court himself. Stops out front to Shields. Inside Morgan. Right-handed hooker on the way. Short. Wouldn't go down. Rebound. Holm has it out in the corner. And Holm will race it up in himself into the front court. Left side, drive started at the baseline. Eberhard goes in and scores. Nice move. Eberhard with his second basket. That makes it 52-37.
Brookings doing a good job of getting the ball down the floor.
4.5 minutes to go in the quarter. Seton, right-hand side out in three-point range, tries to get it to Ganeri, and the ball's picked off. Good anticipation by Tim Aharts. Here's another long lead pass. Eberhard in the lane to Aharts, drives in. He's going to get a blocking foul on Shields, and that's a questionable call. Kernel fans don't like it. Shields had pretty good position there, but Ron Clough said not quite stationary enough. And Tim Aharts, who was driving to the basket, gets fouled. He will go to the free throw line, and we'll get 2 coming up. That foul against Shields is just his first. Now Brent Seton goes back out of the lineup for Mitchell, and Alan McEntee will come back in. 52-37 ball game. Here's the shot on the way, right on the money by Aharts. That is his first point of the game. 52-38 at the 4:20 mark. Second shot is up and good again. Brookings continuing to shoot well from the line.
14-17 here in the game.
Shields brings it up, getting some pressure from Will Ellerbrook out front. Now to Jacobsen on his left-hand wing. Jacobsen drives baseline, pulls up, takes the 10-footer. He's fouled as he goes to the basket. Foul will go on Eberhard. And that will send Jacobsen to the line, I believe, or are they going to say on the drive? Yeah, they're not going to give him the shots, okay? Came on the drive.
Just the first team foul here in the third quarter against Brookings.
Next one against Mitchell. Brookings will be in the 1-1. Kernels throw it in from underneath. Comes on the wing to Jacobsen. Nice lob pass into Morgan. Goes up with it. No good. Tipped by McEntee. That one won't go down. And that was a beautiful pass from the wing. He had to get it over the man that was fronting Scott Morgan, but Morgan couldn't get the ball to go in. Bobcats looking to cut the lead now down to 11 again if they can get one here. Eberhard out front. Ellerbrook to Boer. Free throw line. Will take the jump shot. That one's short. Rebound comes out to Jacobsen. He's got Boer to beat. Jacobsen stops right side. Has the ball poked away. Here comes Boer. Morgan following from behind, but he's going to let him go. Morgan doesn't want that fourth foul.
Boer showed great court speed with the basketball in that play.
Wise move by Morgan not to take that foul, too. He probably could have made a try. 52-41 the score as Brookings is edging back into it again.
Here's where the Kernels need to get back into their offense and run some time off the clock.
3:10, third quarter. Ganeri, free throw line, goes to Scott Morgan. One dribble, can't penetrate, off to Jacobsen. 12-footer is up and good. Big basket there. Kernels have always been able to seem to respond when Brookings has started to make a run. 54-41. Ellerbrook takes it right side, gets it to Boer. Now inside of the lane, shot blocked. Nope, foul on Morgan as he challenged Tim Aharts. I think he got him with the body. Looked like the hand had the ball. That is going to be foul number 4 on Scott Morgan. We will get substitutions immediately by Gary Munson. Here comes Brent Seton. And we'll also get Marty Jacobsen coming in. Ganeri and Scott Morgan will go out. So Morgan was in foul trouble the last game against Pierre. He is getting difficulty again here right now. And at the free throw line, Tim Aharts puts it up and no good. Misses this one. So one of the few that the Bobcats have missed. He'll have another one coming. 54-41 the score. Aharts, 6'4", junior. Only 2 points in the game. Now make it 3 as he got that second free throw to go. 12-point lead for Mitchell, and Shields will bring it up, taking his time. Kernels need to be patient, run that half-court offense. Shields out front, almost had the ball knocked away by Ellerbrook, but gets it back, looking for some help. Hands it now to Jacobsen as he comes by. Jacobsen to the baseline. They leave him open for a 10-footer. In and out, no good. Tipped by Seton, wouldn't go. Seton gets it back again, and now flips it back out front. It's going to go out of bounds. Seton was falling out of bounds underneath, didn't have much other choice. Just had to flip the ball back, and it goes out of bounds. Kind of a funny play for Jacobsen because he had 2 men on him. All of a sudden, they both backed off at the same time, and he had a little jumper open, but it wouldn't go for him. Now the Bobcats can get within 10. Boer, fade away, good side of the lane. 9 points for Boer, and it's 54-44. 2 minutes to go, third quarter. Shields into the front court. We'll leave it on his right side for Darin Jacobsen. Looking into the lane, nobody home. Comes back out front, top of the key. Seaton is there. And again off to Shields. Kernels using the clock, taking some time.
Once again, big possession here.
Shields into the corner. Seaton almost lost the handle on it, but gets it back. Pass back out front to Jacobsen. Down to a minute 40 to go in the quarter. And Scott Morgan with 4 fouls on the bench now for the Kernels. Back to Shields it comes. Wants to set something up. Dribbles over to the left-hand side. Brings it back to Marty Jacobsen. He'll take the 15-footer from out front. Wouldn't go. Good shot, but couldn't hit it. Outlet pass comes to Boer. He's going to try and drive into the lane. We're going to get a foul. Which way? Blocking foul on Jacobsen. Jacobsen and Shields tried to cut Jeff Boer off, and he was the only man down the floor. He was going in 1-on-2, but it turned out all right for him. That's the 3rd foul of the game against Darin Jacobsen. So McEntee, Guneri, and Jacobsen have 3. Morgan has 4, and we've still got a minute 22 to go in the 3rd quarter. Jeff Boer at the free throw line. Hits the free throw. And, of course, Boer has played this entire 3rd quarter with 4 fouls on himself. 54-45. He can bring Brookings now as close as they have been since way back at the start of the ball game. Puts it up, but he can't get it. Rebound to Darin Jacobsen, so it stays a 9-point advantage. Jacobsen holding up one finger. Wants to set the play here out front. Minute 10 on the clock. Darin goes to brother Marty Jacobsen, right-hand corner. Marty comes out the dribble to the free throw line. Pass down low. McEntee tries reverse layup. Wouldn't go for him. Partially blocked underneath. Crowd wanted a foul. Didn't get it. Now the ball out of bounds off the hands of Ellerbrook. So the Kernels going to get it back anyway. And a block underneath. McEntee made a good move to go on the reverse layup. And the crowd yelling. They thought there was contact, but didn't get the whistle. But Mitchell gets the ball back with less than a minute to go in the quarter. And Shields on the dribble out front. Takes it right side, goes off a screen by McEntee into the corner. No shot, brings it back outside. Darin Jacobsen, now left side, Marty Jacobsen. Pass over to McEntee. Back to Darin in the right-hand corner. Clock ticking away, 40 seconds to go in the quarter. Mitchell up by 9. Shields now starting a drive, and he's grabbed on the arm as he goes through right at the free throw line. Might be Leiferman or Ellerbrook. I think they're going to give it to Ellerbrook. Could have been either one because both had their hands sticking in there. Against Ellerbrook, just his first and only the 2nd team foul against Brookings here in this 3rd quarter.
Kernels might be wise, Tim, to possibly
hold on.
Hold on.
Yep. 30 seconds to go in the quarter. 9-point lead. If they hit it, they go up by 11. Jacobsen standing out front, taking his time, goes to Seaton. Now we're at the 20-second mark. Coach Gary Munson standing up there momentarily, yelling out some instructions. Kernels have spread it out a little more to 4 corners. Now we're down to 11, 10 seconds. Seaton out in the corner with 8, 7. Tries to get a pass to Jacobsen, knocked out of bounds by Boer with 5 seconds to go. So the Kernels will throw it in side court with 5 ticks on the clock. Here in this 3rd period, Darin Jacobsen will throw it in. Gets it to Seaton, 4, 3, Seaton free throw line, puts up the shot, good, right at the buzzer. That's the end of the quarter. So the Kernels use the clock, they get the basket to go, and they'll lead by 11 with 8 minutes to play. 56-45 the score. We'll be back after this timeout. Brookings coming in 13-0. Can the Kernels hold on here in the final 8 minutes? Here we go, Brookings with a basketball to start out quarter number 4. Holm going into Leiferman. They double team. Back to Holm. 3-pointer from the corner. Short. He goes in, gets his own rebound, puts it on the run. No good. And a jump ball. It'll belong to Mitchell. Leiferman had it as he brought the ball down. Shields and Marty Jacobsen were right around him. And Leiferman should have probably kept it above his head and gone right back up with it that time.
Well, now Jeff Boer is going to guard Darin Jacobsen. Boer with 4 fouls. You might like to post him up.
Yeah, you would think they want to go to work on him. Marty Jacobsen, left side, gives it to Seaton. Seaton goes baseline, puts up the jump shot, won't go for him this time. Rebound comes to Boer. Thought about going on the fast break and now slows the pace a little bit. Brings it up on the dribble. Penetrates to the right side of the lane and scoops it up underhanded underneath. Darin Jacobsen, off-balance shot. Beauty by Jeff Boer. He's got 12 points. Full court pressure by the Wildcats. Kernels beat it. Darin Jacobsen to the free throw line. The jumper's on the way. It goes.
Good basket by Jacobsen. Good body control coming down the floor. Full speed and stopping and putting up the jump shot.
Popping it in from 15 feet, 11 points for Darin, and the Kernels lead by 11. Eberhardt, left side.
Trying to post up Boer.
Front. Now they get it into Boer, but he dishes it back. Here's Eberhardt's jumper, good from out front.
Brookings hanging tough, cutting the lead down to 9. That's the closest they've been able to get since the Kernels' big run in the second quarter.
Yep. 6.5 minutes to go in the ball game. Kernels need to match them here, basket for basket. Marty Jacobsen, right-hand corner to Shields. Left-hand side, Darin open from 15. He's got another one. He rolls it in. Darin Jacobsen's had a big second half after scoring just 3 points in the first half. Kernels again lead by 11. Brookings going to go inside. Leiferman, and he challenges McEntee, goes right to the basket and scores off the glass. Just powered his way inside.
Remember, the Kernels have all 4 timeouts here in the fourth quarter. Brookings just has the 1 timeout left.
Shields will set it up out front. And Mitchell's going to use one of those timeouts right here. So Gary Munson wants to talk it over with him. 5 minutes, 54 seconds to go. The Kernels still lead by 9, and we'll be back in a minute. 5 minutes, 54 seconds to go. Upset in the making here tonight. The Kernels 8-3, Brookings 13-0. But still a lot of basketball to be played. I will remind you that Mitchell led by 5 points at Brookings with 5 minutes to go in the game, and did not win that one. Darin Jacobsen, top of the key, goes to Tom Shields on his right side. Nice pass underneath, and there's Darin Jacobsen scoring. That's what we were talking about, getting Darin Jacobsen to work underneath the basket.
Against Jeff Boer, and they worked.
Holm out front, tries to slide a pass into the lane, but he traveled. Holm tried to put the brakes on, and it just looked like maybe he hit a little wet spot on the floor and skidded a little bit out there at the free throw line. So the Kernels lead by 11. They'll get the ball back.
Pretty good battle going on now between Jacobsen and Boer, 2 outstanding basketball players in the state of South Dakota. They're guarding each other right now.
Keep in mind, too, that Scott Morgan's been playing with 4 fouls for the Kernels. So he's just 1 away from elimination, as is Boer. Scott Morgan with it. Free throw line, doesn't want the shot, brings it back out for Shields.
No, we just talked about it during the timeout, possibly posting up Jeff Boer, and that's what Jacobsen's trying to do.
A foul out front against Brookings as Jeff Holm tries to steal the ball away from Shields. No free throws, not the 1-and-1 as yet.
I think Gary Munson just pointed out they want to run the same play they did when Jacobsen cut down the lane and got the pass.
3 new players come in. Jeff Spearing, Greg Andres, and Will Ellerbrook, all checking in for the Bobcats. So they get some fresh troops here with 5:13 to go in the game. Brookings still has 1 more foul before the Kernels will go into the bonus. Bobcats are already in the 1-and-1. Marty Jacobsen to Morgan, free throw line. Nice head and shoulder fake, and he gets it. He got Leiferman to go airborne. Beautiful fake that time by Morgan.
Might have got away with the walk out front on that move.
Close. Out front, Greg Andres. A 13-point Mitchell lead. Jacobsen and Boer really banging at the side of the lane. Jacobsen playing tough D. Here's a shot by Andres from out front. Won't go. I think Leiferman went over the back. Let's find out here. Whistle blows. Yep, it's going to be Pete Leiferman. Good call out front as Leiferman came reaching over the top. That will be his 3rd foul of the ball game. So now the teams will be even, both in the bonus for the remaining 4:47, although Mitchell won't shoot right here.
Well, I know Alan McEntee's been looking for that call all night. He's worked real hard to try to keep him off the boards.
Kernels throw it in against the press. They get it all the way up to the 10-second line to Darin Jacobsen, and now he'll slow down on the dribble. Jacobsen goes right wing to Marty Jacobsen. Looking for Morgan as he cuts through. Nothing there. Leiferman holding on to Morgan as he came through. That is 4 fouls on Leiferman.
Well, Leiferman appears to be frustrated here and picking up 2 fouls within 10 seconds.
So now the 2 big guns, Boer and Leiferman, both with 4 for the Bobcats. And Scott Morgan will go to the free throw line for Mitchell. Scott has not hit a free throw yet in the game. He's missed a couple, but he does have 12 points.
Coming into tonight, Morgan was the best free throw shooter on the ball club at 65%. Kernels 6 of 9 in the game.
4 players in double figures already for Mitchell as Morgan hits it. He now has 13, Ganeri with 10, Jacobsen, Darin with 15, and of course Brent Seaton with 17.
You know, the Kernels have done an outstanding job scoring-wise. This will be as Morgan makes the 2nd free throw. 7th game in a row, they've had at least 3 players in double figures.
66-51. The Kernels spreading it out with 4.5 minutes to go. Out front, Andres. Nice pass underneath, and Boer is open. The penetration by Andres made that play. Boer with 14. Brookings going right back to the full court pressure. They need the basketball. Shields gets it to Marty Jacobsen right in the center jump circle. And now to Darin, right side. Pass into Morgan, side of the lane. Dishes it back out to Darin Jacobsen. Lob again back to Morgan, and the ball hit the baseline, out of bounds. Turnover against the Kernels. And really, they can afford to be very patient. 4 minutes to go in the ball game, and a 13-point lead. They don't have to hurry to go to the basket.
11th turnover in the game.
Ellerbrook will lob into Leiferman. Double team, goes up with a jump ball called.
Good defensive help by Marty Jacobsen. As Leiferman went up to turn, Jacobsen tied him up, Tim.
I tell you, we had Morgan, McEntee, and Marty Jacobsen, all three there. Now Marty is going to go out of the ball game, as he played well coming off the bench. Inbounds pass, and right away we get a quick foul. McEntee is going to pick up his 4th foul underneath as the ball came into Leiferman. So Pete Leiferman will go to the free throw line, and now the Kernels will have both Morgan and McEntee with 4 fouls in there. Canary back in the lineup. So the Kernels have their 5 starters on the floor with 3:54 to go. Leiferman's free throw bounces it in.
Now Tom Shields just got called over to Gary Munson saying, hey, we have to run some time off the clock.
Shields gathers everybody around before the free throw and tells them what they want to do offensively. Leiferman's second one on the way, good again.
Bobcats 18 of 23 here in the game.
22 points for Leiferman. Jacobsen brings it up against the fast break, slips it side of the lane to McEntee. He's fouled as he goes inside. That'll go on Spearing. McEntee will go to the line. Well, I don't think they probably wanted to take it that fast, but when you've got that fast break opportunity, Jacobsen saw himself in the clear as he came into the front court, and the Kernels had it there as they went into the lane. So McEntee will be at the line, and now we get a timeout called by Brookings. This is their last timeout. They have no more. With 3:48 to go, Mitchell still leads by 11. We'll be back in a minute.
And taste it, we're right.
Make it the way you'd make your very own Tombstone.
Well, here's Alan McEntee hitting his free throw for the Kernels. Those free throws are going to be very big here in the remaining 3:48 for Mitchell. McEntee comes through. That's his first point of the second half. 4 points in the ball game. Kernels lead by 12. Brookings has not been able to get closer than 9 points on a couple, 3 different occasions. Second shot, also good by McEntee. Nothing but net on both of them.
Now the Kernels doing an outstanding job tonight. 10 of 13 from the free throw line.
68-55 the score. Remember, Brookings has no more timeouts. Pass into Leiferman. He can't hold on. It comes to Morgan. Now Morgan's outlet pass knocked loose. They scramble on the floor. It's going to go out of bounds to Mitchell.
Now good hustle both by Jacobsen and Leiferman as he went after the basketball and tried to get it to his teammate, and they threw it out of bounds.
Leiferman actually had it, and then he saw one of his players open in the corner try to get it to him, and as he was laying on the floor, but the ball went out of bounds. Leiferman has had a nice game here tonight. 2-3 block shots, 22 points. He has really been hustling. Kernels by 13. The clock is their ally, but Jacobsen's going to put it up good from the free throw line. He says, clock, who cares? Let's get a couple points. 70-55. Now 3:15 to go. The Bobcats in danger of losing their first game of the year. In the corner, Jeff Holm taken away by Tom Shields. Shields gives it to Canary in the backcourt. Allen will bring it up. And the Kernels now can take some time off if they want to. Shields dribbling into the lane, turns around, brings it right back outside. Gives it on the left wing to Canary. Brookings, really nothing they can do. Shields driving in, takes an off-balance shot, won't go down, but the rebound batted out. Darin Jacobsen has it. And now we got a whistle out front. We're going to get a foul. And Gary Munson not happy at all with Tom Shields for that last shot. It wasn't the one you wanted, the twisting and turning in the lane right there. Really, the Kernels, I'm surprised they're not spreading it out because Brookings has no timeouts. They just have to foul. That's only in a 15-point lead. Jacobsen will go to the line with 2:42 to go. Puts the first one up. It's good. The Kernels have the free throws going. And there's not much the Bobcats are going to be able to do about it if the Kernels could just make a decent 50% or so of their free throws.
I think the key to the ball game is the Kernels have been able to answer Brookings' runs with key baskets throughout the entire game.
Darin Jacobsen looking for point number 19, and he's got it. Leading scorer for Mitchell. 72-55. The Kernels in good shape right now. Left-hand side, drive started, and a foul as Aharts went to the baseline. It's going to go against the Kernels. No, ball knocked out of bounds.
Jacobsen swatted it out of bounds.
Brookings will throw it in from underneath. Holm to Eberhardt. Bounce pass side of the lane. Aharts puts it up off balance. No good. Shields with a nice pass to Jacobsen. He'll score. Shields left-handed pass up into the front court as he saw Jacobsen breaking. Mitchell by 19 as they're on a run. Here's a three-pointer. Eberhardt, no good. Foul underneath. And Alan McEntee is going to foul into the ball game with 2:12 to go. But I'm sure he's going to get a nice round of applause here. He played his heart out tonight. 5 points for McEntee. And the crowd gives him a standing O as he goes out to the bench. McEntee will finish with only 5 points, but as they say in football, he was in the trenches all night long where it was tough underneath the basket. Brent Seaton will come back in to replace McEntee here with 2:12 to go, and the Kernels by 19. And if it stays this kind of a spread, there are going to be a lot of raised eyebrows when they hear this score on the state of South Dakota tonight. 74-55. Here's Leiferman. Free throw good. Oh, he has just continued to bang them in from the free throw line.
Boys, he do an outstanding job of going after the basketball and missed shots.
I believe he is now 13 of 14 from the free throw line as he makes his second one. He's got 24 points. 74-57 the score. Shields on the dribble. Bounce pass baseline to Ganeri. We're at the 2-minute mark now. Ganeri with it out of the left-hand corner. Brookings putting on pressure all over the floor. To Seaton, now to Jacobsen. Kernels are splitting it out a bit. Jacobsen back to Seaton as he started to drive. 1:45 to go. Brookings got to come out, take some chances. We may see foul here. They double team on Jacobsen and lost control, but it comes to Seaton. Seaton dribbles down to the left-hand corner and hands it back to Shields. 1:30 to go. Shields back to Seaton. Kernels doing an excellent job of holding the ball. Now Seaton driving into the lane, but he just slips it off to Scott Morgan. 1:22, and they bring it back out to the 10-second line. Great job of holding the ball. Jacobsen off to Scott Morgan. There's a foul. It'll go on Leiferman, and he is going to foul out of the game. And I think the Kernels know now that they have this one. With 1:14 to go, Pete Leiferman will foul out after an excellent performance here tonight. He will finish with 24 points, 13 of 14, as we said, I believe, from the free throw line. Let me add that up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 of 15. I correct myself. He missed only one free throw. 5 baskets and 14 free throws. Morgan at the free throw line. Puts it up and no good. Rebound of the Bobcats, but they're out of time.
Well, Pat Timmer and Chris Thorson have come in for the Kernels.
Allerbrook will bring it up. We approach 1 minute to go. Here's a three-pointer right side, no good. Rebound Morgan. 3-on-2 break. They get the ball to Jacobsen, and I think he traveled. Yeah, he just lost control. He was trying to get a pass back, and he just couldn't quite find the handle. But it isn't going to make any difference. 58 seconds to go. Now the Kernels make the change here as they will get Judd Saposi in the lineup. Darin Jacobsen will go out, and Scott Morgan is going to go out of the ball game now as well. As into the front line, Mike Moore comes in. So Timmer, Moore in there, along with Saposi. Shields stays in. Right-hand side, and Andrawis going to the basket, and he's going to be fouled as he goes in. I don't think it'll count. No, it came on the drive. The foul is going to go on Mike Moore. Amir Andrawis will go to the free throw line with 48 seconds to go. So the Kernels, rated third in the state with an 8-3 record, will have defeated the number 2 ranked team. Brookings handed them their first loss tonight. And Sioux Falls Lincoln, the number 1 rated team, also undefeated, will come in tomorrow night. Can it be a double weekend? Huh? Andrawis' free throw good. Second one also going to go in for him. 74-59. Saposi into the front court. Pat Timmer 40 seconds to go to Shields. Shields will do nothing but stand out front on the dribble, and we'll get a foul. Ellerbrook reaching in with 36 seconds on the clock. The Kernels never trailed in this ball game. They jumped out to a 12-2 lead at the outset. Their biggest lead was in the second quarter when they stretched it out at one time to 38-19. But then Brookings came back, cut it to 11 at halftime, and looked like they were right in it, but they have never been able to get closer than 9 in the second half. Shields free throw good. First point of the second half for Tom. He's got 6 in the game. 75-59 the score. Don't forget, we got a lot of post-game coming your way. I'm sure Gary Munson's going to be extremely pleased tonight with the way the Kernels have responded. Shields' second one won't go in. Here comes Ellerbrook on the run to the front court. Pass right side. David Thompson down there in the corner. Out on the wing to Eberhardt. 22 seconds. Ellerbrook, 17-footer on the way, won't go. Rebound underneath, goes out of bounds. It'll still be Brookings' ball, but now just 18 seconds to go. Here comes Mike Jorgensen in the lineup, and Tom Shields will go out, and he gets a great round of applause. Bobcats throw it in. Eberhardt on the wing. Jump shot by Spearing, no good. Rebound Siposi underneath. 10 seconds to go. Here's a long pass down the floor, and Timmer couldn't hold on to it. He saved it as it was going out of bounds. 5 seconds. 4. Ellerbrook with 2. 1. That's the ball game. The Mitchell Kernels have pulled the upset. And Lynn Frederick's Bobcats have still not won here on the Corn Palace floor, even with the good teams they have had over the years. Your final score here tonight, Mitchell 75 and Brookings 59. So the Bobcats suffer their first loss. They go to 13-1 on the year, and the Kernels will now move to 9-3. 75-59 the final. We've got a lot of post-game coming your way. Steve will be visiting with Coach Gary Munson in the locker room. So stay with us. We'll be back to the Corn Palace after this time.